Majo, John, Madden, Juanito, and Acapulco, Mexico. That guy's announcing the circus. That car's been cruising around here for days announcing the circus, which is happening at the athletic field, and I've come close to going a couple of times. My friends over in Cozumel, my super middle class expat friends over there, I talk a lot about how they would not approve even of me living in this very humble pueblo of Acapulco. For sure would be horrified at the part of this pueblo where I live, because this is the second paved street going out of town heading north. I'm 4 more blocks down, and it's super poor. Super poor. People living happily, very happily in conditions that most American tourists would find horrifying, and even friends like Leslie over in Cozumel would be shocked. I like it. I'm happy here. I'm not going to last here. I've got to get to Tulum because it really does fit better for me in lots of ways, and I can make more money there. But Leslie used to make fun of me because I had all my worldly possessions. My camper van had been stolen a couple months before. I didn't have much stuff left, and I would carry all my worldly possessions in OXO bags. And she used to say I looked like a hobo. Teasing, sweet, but genuinely meaning it, like this is not good. So I've got the look now. Check this out. I've got my mochila back there. My mochila has the really heavy stuff, but that orange OXO bag is pretty heavy. And I'm not doing this just to strike a pose. Hi, baby. This is not just striking a pose. This really is functional. It's a whole lot easier to carry it with my broomstick. Yeah, it works. It works. I've learned how to find the soft spot on my shoulder, and it really works. And I'm going home with my provisions for me and the dog. Pretty simple fare. They're getting kibble. And the running Mexican. The notion. I love. Oh, here's the circus guy again. I wonder if they're giving out free tickets. There was a long line there last night. I thought nobody was buying tickets. They were all lining up. I had a ticket to give away, and I couldn't give it away. So, I think the dogs are eating better than I am. But I've got cheese and crackers, and Sabritas potato chips, which are a big treat for me. I'm going home. And I happily call it home, even though it's only going to be for a couple of months. And today I'm realizing how precious this time is. Nurses in their white outfits. How precious this time is. I want to soak in every moment of it. I want to point you to my trip up the street to meet my neighbors and my conversation with Marisol. Beto the clown. Much tension, much excitement. There's Beto. 50 pesos a niños o adultos, pero si lo compra ahorita en este carro de sonido en taquilla le cuesta más caro. So I've met a couple of Betos and a couple of Albertos in Mexico, in Cozumel especially. The Cristal truck. And when I tried to tell the Betos I've met in Mexico about Beto O'Rourke, who tried to make a run for the presidency in the Democrats, and still I think is a very respected figure in Texas politics, there's as much chance of them knowing about Beto O'Rourke in the U.S. as there is about them knowing about Saturday Night Live. A lot of things just don't translate. But if you watch that video where I go up the street with the dogs, watch the way that Marisol responds to my Spanish. Super rudimentary, terrible syntax, really pathetic vocabulary. And the Mexican people consistently run around with a handbasket to catch my Spanish. Back in the US, when Latinos speak in broken English, they catch all kinds of shit. You people ought to learn how to speak the language before you come here. 2 years in Mexico, I'm a lot better, but the app I just started to use is calling me second level elementary, not even intermediate. But talking to Mexicans, it works. They never balk. They never balk at the mistakes I make. We make the conversation work, and they are just so grateful that I'm trying to speak their language. And see if you can catch with Marisol, her temporarily going offline when I introduce myself with a Spanish name, Juanito. Tardes. Juanito is my new apodo in Mexico, my new Mexican nickname. I love it. It means Johnny, my favorite childhood nickname. But, on that block, I'm sure to all of them, I'm the gringo living down the street. So when I introduce myself as Juanito, she goes, okay, good. We're going to call you Juanito. You don't seem like a bad guy. All right. Bye-bye.